everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Reeti and I'm back with another lecture in the SQL series. So in the last set of lectures we got to know more about aggregate function, clauses in SQL and much more things. In this particular video we would be starting with joins in SQL. So without any further ado, let's get started. So what is joins in SQL? As the name suggests, join. So basically we are joining something to get a desired result. So joins are used to combine rows from two or more tables based on a related or shared or common column between them. So whenever we have two or three tables who have a related or a common column between them, like consider an example of ID. So the ID column is present in the student table, the course table and the course details table as well. So that particular ID column is a shared or a common column between all those three tables. So we can just join them and get all the related details we want from all these three tables. There are commonly four types of joins. So the very first one is inner join. Then there is an outer join which consists of left join, right join and full join. And then there is a self join and then there is a cross join. Now in these particular tables you can see there is a student table and then there is a course table. In the student table also we have an ID column. In the course table also we have an ID column. So since they both have a common or a shared or a related column, we can perform join operations on them to get the details of name, age, course ID, course name for a particular student. Now as I told that there is a shared or common column between these two tables. So there would be a doubt which would be coming to your mind is कि whenever there is a common column between two tables, we establish a relationship using foreign keys. So is foreign key important for performing joins? So the answer is join can be performed based on any column that establishes a relationship between two tables, not just foreign key constraints. So it's not necessary. So it's not necessary to have foreign key present in one of the table, even if there is no foreign key but there is a column which is kind of present in another table as well, we can perform the join operation. So foreign key is not a must have. If two tables are having a foreign key relationship, we can perform join on them. If there is no foreign key present in any of the table, still we can perform join operation on them because we only need a shared or a common column between two tables. Now let's see on the types of join. So the very first join is the inner join. Now as the name suggests, inner join. So basically we are trying to fetch all the inner details from two tables. So there is table 1 and table 2, that is A and B. Now in this particular table A we are calling it as left table, the table B we are calling it as right table. So whenever we perform inner join among any two tables A or B, we get the common values between them in the inner join. So basically the values which are present in left table as well as the values which is present in right table, we get the value as result whenever we perform the inner join. So here you can see that there are two tables, student and course. So if we want to perform any inner join among them, what it will do is it will search for the common column. So the common column is roll number. Now in that particular common column it will find the values which is common among both of the tables. So 1, is there any value of 1 here? So it would be discarded. Then 2, is there any value of 2 here? Yes, so we will be printing 2 Hindi along with 2 Rahul whenever we perform an inner join. And then 3, there is a row with the value as 3, so we will be printing 3 Reeti along with the subject as English. So in this way we get the common values which is present between left table as well as the right table. Now the second join is the left join, or we can also call it as left outer join. Now in the left outer join what happens is we get all the values which is present in left table along with the values which is present in left and right both of the table. So basically we get all the values which is present in left table. So consider for now student is the left table and course is the right table. So we will be getting all the values which is present in left table, that is 1, 2 and 3, and we will print the name for all the three, and then we will come to this particular table. So here we can't find the roll number 1, so for now null would be assigned to that particular person Ram, and then for 2 we can get Hindi, and then for 3 we can get English. So mostly we will be first taking all the values of the left table, and then we will be seeing that in this particular left table what are the values which are common in the right table, and we will be taking that. Now the third one is right join or right outer join. So it is kind of similar with the left outer join. There is just one difference, that in this particular join we take all the values from the right table along with the common values between the left and the right table. So if this is the left table and this is the right table, we will be taking all the values which is present in the right table, and then we will find the common values which is present in the left table, and then we will display all the particular details. But in the right table you can see a roll number 4 who has opted maths, but here you can't find the roll number 4. So for that particular column we will fill null in the name. So mostly in the left and right outer join, whenever it doesn't find any values in the next column, it just fill the null value. Now the fourth join is the full join or full outer join. In this particular join we take all the values of left table, right table along with the common values between them. So all the values which is present in left table would be taken, all the values which is present in right table would be taken, and all the values which is common between them would be taken. So if there is two tables left and right, so we will take all the values which is present in student table, we will also take all the values which is present in course table. Now for the course table, the values which is not present in student table we will fill as null, and for the student table the values which is not present in the course table we will fill as null. So here C name would be null for roll number 1, and here name would be null for roll number 4. Now the fifth join is the self join, or we can say that whenever we perform join on the same table, that is called a self join. So consider that there is a table student, and if we want to perform a join on the same student table, we can use the self join. For this self join we would be learning more in the further videos. For now you can understand that whenever we are performing any join operation on the same table, we use this self join. Now the sixth one is the cross join. So in the cross join what happens is कि consider that there are two tables A and B. So what happens here is कि if there is any row in the A table, it will go ahead and do a Cartesian product with all the particular rows present in the B table. Then the second row of the A table would do the Cartesian product with all the rows which is present in the second table, and then the third row will go ahead and do the Cartesian product with all the rows which are present in table B. So what happens in cross join is, now roll number 1 and Ram would form a pair with roll number 2 Hindi, then with roll number 3 English, and then with roll number 4 Maths. Then roll number 2 will go ahead and form a pair with roll number 2 Hindi, roll number 3 English, and roll number 4 Maths. In the same way, roll number 3 will go ahead and form the pair with roll number 2, roll number 3, and roll number 4. So there is a Cartesian product, or there is a cross join which is happening, that one particular element of a given table is going ahead and doing a cross product with all the elements or all the rows which is present in table B. So that is why it is called as a cross join. And in the cross join, the number of rows in the final table is m into n. So consider that in the student table there are m rows, and in the course table there are n rows. So the final table would be having m into n, that is 3 into 3, 9 rows. So this was all about joins and types of join in this particular video. In the further videos we would be knowing more about the types of join like inner, outer, self, cross, and much more. I hope you like this video. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're someone who is new to my channel, can go ahead and watch out the tech content first, and if you like it, can go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you have not followed me on my social media handles, you can go ahead and follow. The link is in the description. Till then, take care, keep learning, keep growing, keep smiling. Bye all.